Welcome back, everybody. We are now here for the defense. That's right. Own3 TV powers it, Razor supports it, and I make it awesome. I'm your host, Toby Kenobi, EHOME versus Fnatic MSI. Let's jump right into the game because we're late. We're late. I've been casting since 9 a.m. this morning, and the game is already, it's actually now just started. As you can see, we're going to see smoke coming out from Fnatic MSI. So a quick run through EHOME versus Fnatic. EHOME, and I'm actually just going to bring up all my details right now for the defense. Oh man, I just had so much fun in that last game. If you haven't seen it, check out the VOD. But we're going to jump ourselves in. So, EHOME, they actually find themselves in group number C, going up against Fnatic MSI. Both these teams, EHOME's played one game, Fnatic has actually played one game also. EHOME's played one game, lost one, Fnatic's played none. So first game for the tournament here for Fnatic MSI. A lot of people, you'll recognize these guys as 4GL, or the old 4GL. The new 4GL is actually Papa Drage and co now. So Papa Drage Black, as well as Yoi and a couple of other guys. So we are now going to pawn this game up. Let's check it out. Let's check out our draft. So for the EHOME side, the Radiant side, we have Nuds playing as Spectra. X will be playing as a Venomancer, so going support once again. X. We saw him playing Lich just the other night. See how it goes with this Venomancer. Down the bottom lane will actually be us playing as Lich, which is more suited to what we would have actually expected. QQQ, which is 357, playing as the Beastmaster in the middle lane. And then up towards our top lane, PCT playing Mirana. Mirana will be going up against the tri-lane of Barja, playing as the Earthshaker. Andre playing Crystal Maiden. And Stealth Assassin being the Agi carry. It'll be Goji1. He'll be playing up there. Mitch will be playing as the Prophet. This time, Prophet getting past the ban pull. Also, a little bit of fun times on the bottom lane with Clockwork Goblin sitting in Invis. He's just soaking up a little bit of XP. He can't really do much more in that bottom lane. But Mitch with the Prophet going middle lane. I do kind of like it when Prophet goes on a solo lane. If you throw him as a duel, then I kind of get a little bit annoyed. If you throw neutrals, that's fine. Solo, fine. I'm happy with that. He can harass Beastmaster pretty nicely. If he needs to push, he gets early levels, fast levels too, by being in the lane as opposed to being inside the neutrals. So he can really be nice and aggressive from that point. Spectra for Nuz on the bottom lane. Venomancer going to make life so much easy. Venomancer is the worst hero you can be facing if you're a Clockwork Goblin trying to stop a Spectra farming on the bottom lane. It just kills you. It just kills you. It's just that extra little bit of slow. You're trying to get in, like, even right now, the rockets are going up. He's already been galed up, so he's been slowed down. Already a lot of damage being taken. Spectral Dagger even hits on Clockwork Goblin. Nuz just throwing that as harassment. Doesn't really need it to escape. He realizes he's safe while X is down here. So it's all about the farm for Nuz. Even just check that early farm for him. So 7 for 1 on the Riki. And 7 for 0 on Nuz. Considering both of them basically have 2 heroes supporting them in their lanes, it's fair enough. It's a good ward up by EHOME. Just stopping that creep pull happening. Forcing the Earthshaker to actually roam. Earthshaker also grabbed that Invis rune, the 2-minute rune from the top lane. Well, coming up for PCT. Kind of wants to force the lead, but can't at this point. If he comes any closer towards the tower, he will be revealed. So SA still not Invis. Till he's level 6, he won't actually have that confidence to go straight in. Got blink and backstab, so instantly wanting to deal that damage, but no silence. Would have been a good thing to actually get to, considering he's going up against a Mirana. Mirana will just love to leap away, but if she's stuck inside the smoke, there is that half a second, I think, where it takes for the silence to actually kick in. Now up towards the top, Prophet's TP'd up. Sprout is on. Lich will go. Down you go, Sonny Jim. Maybe. Yeah, it does. Prophet gets the first blood. PCT tries to leap away. It's actually going to be a double kill on the top lane here for 4GL. Oh, I'm even calling him 4GL. It's Fnatic MSI. Prophet with the double kill. He's going to love that. In fact, he's only 500 gold away from completing, if he decides to do so, the Hand of Midas. But I don't know if he's actually going to do it. You might actually see a little bit more of an aggressive Prophet come back into the lane, saying hi towards the Beastmaster. He should at least buy boots. Just watch him walk like that. It's just so wrong. It's just so wrong. It's like, just walk. Look at that. It's like he's actually moonwalking forward. It just looks random, man. But Fnatic MSI, great opening hits. You can see even then the Radiant getting that advantage through their farm. And then just those 2 kills. You can see those 2 little markers there, those 2 kills. Dropping it down now in favor of Fnatic MSI. Clockwork wanting to go here on Nuz. Dagger does pop, which slows Nuz down, slows down Grinzy. He can't get close enough, or maybe he can now. Nuz is almost gone. 1 rocket might do the job. Down inside the trees, there goes the rocket. Is he going to dive this? He can't. And the Ring of Health. Spectre will try and stay out of trouble. Venomous going to come up. Good ward. Hanging out the side, Plague Ward. Trying to keep tabs, forcing him off to the west. He has 1 creep following him. Maybe even see Prophet TP down, or where the hell is Prophet? He won't need to. Clock will be fine. And Spectre with that ring, then gets himself a salve from X. All the life he needs to, so no easy rocket kill for the Clockwork. Try and dive it pretty nicely. I'm just happy to see the Clockwork Goblin performing to at least a decent point. I always have flashbacks to the Clockwork Goblin that EHOME played at ESWC. And that was pretty damaging times for them. Life was not good at all when they played those matches. I was going to double check. Yep, cool, awesome. Ensuring that the recording is working. I check it before, but it's always fun with the first start. So in the meantime, farm time. What do we actually got for SA? 25 for 4, looking pretty good. 25 for 11 for the Beastmaster, and 30 for 3 for the Spectra. Even with that trouble he was given by Clockwork Goblin. Still looking very, very nice for Nuz. And Spectra gets farmed up enough. They won't be able to stop him. Like, there'll be a point where SA can deal a decent amount of damage, and now the dagger. He wants to get in closer. X might go down. Clock can even claim it himself a kill right now. He just doesn't want to do it at the sacrifice of his own life. And in fact, it will be. There's enough wars to slow him down and keep Nuz on the trail. But Nuz not wanting to do it, and that's why, because Prophet TP's in. Great play here by Fnatic MSI. Beastmaster hurls the axes up the high ground. The maximum extent of the range he could use then. Beastmaster lets off the raw. ES Fissure trying to pop off the illusion rune to avoid the damage. But the illusions pop out to the side. The original stun was set on the Beastmaster himself, so he does take that damage. He can't get close enough to pop off another axe set. Wouldn't have been enough to kill off Prophet anyway. Such an amazing hero, Prophet. To move around the map like that, the help needed to come down south, and it did. So Spectre, with a lot of farm, but that death, not going to help him. 1 death to his name, where you got Ricky Maru walking around with 2 assists. No deaths at all. And that's right, I said Spectre, not Spectra. Spectre. I realize I mispronounced that. That's going to be my thing to try and correct. Clockwork tries to latch the ultimate, misses. Really needed to as well. Needed to latch that on Lich and get the kill. In the meantime, Mitch is headed in towards the middle lane. Still, level 7 for him. Being involved in so many fights has its advantages. It's the levels, it's the money, it's the girls. He's been in 3 of the 4. In fact, he's got 3 of the 4 kills. 1 boar spotting out the Clockwork Goblin who's left the bottom lane. So maybe they're just giving up on Nuz. He says, you know what, screw it, man, you can just free farm. Nuz at this point will probably be thinking, okay, sweet. Let's skip going the Vanguard and let's just go straight Radiance. Might be a good idea for him. Beastmaster walking back to his own side of the river, was checking out for the rune, did pick it up too, 1 Invis rune. It's going to help him out if they try and gank him up. The only hope for him is he doesn't have to pop it in defense, he'd like to pop it in aggression. And we actually have a vitality booster flying in as well. And more than likely that was purchased. Yeah, it was purchased by Spectre. So he's flying the long way around, being a little bit more cautious. It's just massively cautious with the courier. Normally you could just run the courier and it'll go straight down that line. Instead, the courier ran in towards the middle and then went around the rear because they just weren't sure about the entrance into their own neutrals. With that Vitality booster on the Spectre, you can pick up the Stout Shield from the side shop. It'll be fine. So we're looking for it's just a single pull. It's about to say a double pull, but he's not going to get it. Just going to be careful. Earthshaker's in that side shop. So they got to know that Vitality boost is coming. Earthshaker, I don't think he's going to be ready for this, but there's that Vanguard for Nuz. The gank prep on the bottom lane. Prophet will TP. Wait for it to come. ES knows it's there. You can even see him just twitching. That totem is just getting a little bit too heavy on his back. Clockwork, mini stuns. Fissure will start it off. Prophet actually cancelling his TP with a good Fissure. Spectra's going to haunt. Who's he going to go to? He's got to get himself out anywhere bar here. And where did he end up? He ended up with Andre. The Crystal Maiden might get the kill. Throwing everything he's got. There's no frostbite and the ball comes up. Spectra manages to live. Biggest problem when you're trying to kill a Spectra. You've all got to be there or else you'll just haunt away. I would have laughed if the Crystal Maiden got that kill. It'd be like the end of like the Chronicles of Riddick. Will I die to him or will I die to him? I have the choice. In the meantime, Venomancer getting himself some time on the bottom lane. He'll enjoy that. Clockwork Goblin, very, very easy to harass. He's just fearful of this. Sprout goes through the tree, munches his way through, trying to get through there, and it's a great play here by X, using the creep wave to try and make the move around. The Clockwork cogs do go up, the Spectre is here, the slow is enough on Clockwork Goblin. He's taken too much damage from the tower, and he will go down. I think Mitch was looking for the deny there. He could have done it too, considering the Venomous Gale went off, and that could have been very, very damaging, but they needed that extra damage, they needed that slow. If Mitch got that denied, Nuz would have been spitting freaking chips, but Nuz does get the kill. So a clock for a Spectra. Definitely worth it in my mind if Spectra gets a kill at any point of the game. Especially after dying and being forced out of that lane. Up towards the top, PCT. Going up against Ricky. Ricky blinks. It's just harassment. He's got the mana to do so he may as well. Blink, slice, blink, slice, blink, slice. Or blink, slice, invis, blink, slice, invis, blink, slice, invis. TP coming down towards the bottom lane. So Clockwork's going to see if he can latch himself an ulti. Prophet will pop off his own one at the same time. Maybe even just Sprout. Yep, there goes the Prophet ultimate. Popping it away from Spectre, so when it does bounce down, does a decent amount of damage. So Nuz is unable to get away. And then creates the army to push forward. TP's down, Beastmaster's here. Also coming in, delay TP will be X. Level 3 on the ward, so it's going to be very, very hard for Mish to push through. Beastmaster would love this Roar. There goes the Roar. Gale's got to follow. They get it too. He'll try and TP out. They need more damage as the Frostbite from CM is going to be enough time. If X had a little bit more time to damage, they could have got it. And now he's on the run from the Treants as well as the Earthshaker. Earthshaker has no mana. Spectre will haunt. He wants Andre, but he also doesn't want to dive the tower. Maybe he does. He throws down the dagger so he can go over the top. Beastmaster holds the axes up. Still not enough. Clockwork actually got the kill on X, the rocket. He had the vision because of the Treants. Prophet now goes back down towards the bottom lane. Beastmaster with the Quelling Blade goes through the trees. Was it with a Quelling Blade? No. He didn't eat his way through either. Maybe it was Spectra. No, it was Spectra's Quelling Blade. So Nuz helping out a friend in need. 2-7 now. Still in favor of Fnatic MSI. How are we looking for balance-wise? 750 gold, that's diddly squat. 13 minutes into the game and your difference is 700 gold. Prophet. Clock wants to jump it. He seriously wants to jump it, but not next to the tower. He knows he can't. And now X is going to be here. Rocket will pop. Venomancer Need to throw the ward up on the high so they could see where he was going. Beastmaster has that roar back up again too. So be a little bit more wary there, Clockwork. The Greater Boris is going to be playing with him, slowing him down, keeping the vision on him. Yeah, the Prophet Oldie bouncing around is probably to help out with exactly that on the top lane. Miranda going down, SA, only just getting that kill. And Prophet being involved once again. Not that I'm really surprised. 7 kills, 5 for him, 2 assists. So only 1 kill he hasn't been involved in. And that's the power of Prophet. It's the reason why he's banned most of the time. Hopefully, too, I'm going to give a request out to Holy Master, who I know is tuning in. If he can actually tell me, what were the bans of EHOME? Clock! Howdy, 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 howdy! Clockwork really slowed down. Does pop off those stick charges. Arrow! Misses! Runs parallel to the Clockwork Goblin's path. Regeneration! So yes, in the meantime, Holy Master, if you're tuning in, let me know, what were the bans from EHOME? What did they desire to ban out more than Prophet? And there's a question on my mind. Nature's Prophet now with a Shadow Blade. So ganking and the ability to escape. The only downside for him, though, is if he pops off the Shadow Blade, Spectra can actually haunt and reveal him for a short amount of time. Because she will spawn next to anybody who's actually invis. Same with Ricky Maru. Oh, wow, hang on. What the hell did I just see with the Yasha? Holy didn't pay attention during the draft. Thanks, man. Thanks. I think but that wasn't on the SA, was it? Was that tripping balls? I think I was tripping balls. Hang on. There's one way to find this out. Nothing's in the stash. Nothing's been created. Okay, yeah, I am tripping balls. They banned Void plus... Really? Really? Void and Omni. Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. And then Anti-Mage. Alright. And Brute. There we go. So between all the casters, we managed to actually answer the question. Thanks, guys! That's actually still fair enough on the bans. Freed or Prophet? Which one would you want? There goes Ricky in the... Ricky ties in the mid at a level 6.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Now in we go towards the middle lane. Mitch TP's in. He's already put on the Sprout. Clockwork with the mini stuns. The PTP support's got to come in. And Clockwork Goblin's going to hold himself next to the tower. Who is in? It's the Venomancer. Lets off the Gale. And the ultimate. This will actually get them possibly two. It will definitely get them Clockwork Goblin. Andre is really taking a lot of damage. They need a good arrow to fly north. Andre's going to find himself a regen room, but he can't... Oh, he picks it up just at the end of the poison. You lucky son of a devil. Avoiding the arrow. The PCT is still there. He wasn't counting on Beastmaster and Lich also coming down to kill him. So Clock and CM gone for a Spectra. Well worth the trade for Fnatic. Well worth the trade. 2 for 1, but it's still a Spectra you get to kill. Spectre! Spectre! Damn it! I've lost! It's a lost! In the meantime, looks like a little bit of a setup for the top lane, maybe. Prophet was there.
Thank you.
SA is hanging around that mid. I think they're thinking about going mid. Yep, there goes the blink. Smoke's up as well. SA is tanking that tower just a little bit too much, but one more slice and X will have him the kill. And he turns! The Gale passed in the wrong direction. X can't see him. Oh, wow. X was expecting SA to be right on top of him, and most people would, but SA, for some ungodly unknown reason, turned to the opposite direction. They're going to attack. Oh, I want to kill a creep. The hero makes the decision for him. Now SA running down south. Doesn't want that Spectre to have time to farm, but with Phase as well as that Vanguard, it's going to be very, very hard to actually kill Spectre. And now SA will run down with that haste rune. Spectre just sitting a little bit further back past that tower. Ricochet the game, Prophet's TPing in. Sprout will go. Oh, he missed the blink! The Cloud is there. He can attack him from one side. So Nuss moving to the other side. The Sprout trying to run away. Haunt will go, but Prophet's already got the kill. Now the Dust goes. They want to get the kill on Ricky Mara. That's a fair enough trade. Lich popping off the ultimate for that fissure will get him. Arrow! PC to TTT! And now we'll get the kill. What? Oh, Shadow Blade at 16 HP. Crystal Maiden picks up the line using the Frost as well as the Clockwork Goblin Rocket. Venomous Gale missing once again here from X. Clockwork now running himself in. Right on PCT with his ultimate. PCT goes down. And Andre will still go down in the rear end of play. Beastmaster has that roar. Lets it off on the Clockwork Goblin, but he's already killed off Venomancer. Venomancer doing what he can and leaving as many treats behind. Beastmaster would love a stun. The axes even on the flyback wouldn't have been enough to kill off the Earthshaker, who gets back to the main base. And Prophet TP's up towards the top lane to keep the pressure on. Prophet very, very lucky to escape with the minimal life he actually had.
Warriors of the wood.
Gem now on the Beastmaster is going to make life a little bit better for him. As long as he doesn't drop it. If he drops it, then life is a living hell for him. But Ricky Maru will have very, very few places to fight. It's a big problem when you pick up Ricky, when you go up against a hero like Spectre. Spectre can live through a hell of a lot. Ricky can't. He has to use the evasion. Oh, low Nuz. Spectre can live through a hell of a lot until he then gets ganked. ES will let off a fissure. He want to dagger himself over the top, but he can't. There's too many stuns coming in from Clockwork. All 5 heroes to shut him down. They've got to be really careful they don't leave this Mirana to farm. Holy shite. Almost 4,000 gold advantage. It's about to become more with his tier 2 tower. In fact, it'll be 5,000. Mitch up at 100 CS, 6 kills, 7 assists, not a single death for him. 2,800. TP in towards the middle lane. He's here to defend it. Clock also comes in. His ultimate's back up as well. Ricky Maru does have that Yasha. I thought I saw that Yasha before. And he's actually going Sanjay Yasha. By the looks of it, about 400 gold away from completing it. But that will be a Sanjay Yasha. Coming in nice and close towards that tower. It's a forward wall. Holding the creep wave back a little bit further. Clockwork. Popping his ulti for no apparent reason. Arrow will fly, hits Mitch. Spectra's going to haunt as well. Already a little bit of trouble. Mirana kills off Ricky Maru. And Clockwork Goblin trying to come through the rear, but it's already 1 kill down. Barger's going to try and get out. 1 slice, 2 slice. Won't be enough. We'll be able to get the Clockwork Goblin. Maybe. Defensive cogs go up. Nuz goes in towards the front lines. And Andre's going to come up, see if he can actually land himself a good stun. Nature's Prophet picks off X in the meanwhile. Back into play. Lich ulti's going to bounce. Oh, Prophet had to cancel it. Good arrow there from Mirana. Gets himself 2 for this engagement. But that's a very, very smart stopping of the TP there by Prophet. Could have actually come in and sprouted this ramp area, and there would have been basically no area for the Radiant side to go through. But the only downside about that would have been that Lich ultimate would have bounced. And would have bounced really hard on him. Would have been enough to almost kill him. Just a couple of quick kills, so we get to add them to our notch, and the upturn goes back up and makes it a 5,000 gold difference in favor of Fnatic. Down towards our bottom lane. Mitch is down here, ultimate orb, so he is going to go for that sheep stick. Or chicken stick, whatever you want to call it. We should call it a drumstick. Hell yeah, chicken stick, drumstick. You know what I'm talking. There's Ricky Sanjay Yasha. 22-minute Sanjay with treads. Really expecting a diffusal blade or something like that up from him, though. But in the end, not getting what I want. We get what Ricky wants. And that's fair enough that you actually got the Sanjay Yasha. The Yasha's fair enough when you go into a Manta style, but when you actually get the Sanjay, then you also have a little bit more life. You have that maim ability, and he needs that stayability to try and survive against the Spectre. Spectre, damn it! Again.
Pull roots and run.
So Prophet going for a little bit of farm. I think this is more of a setup for Roshan. 23 minutes in, you got yourself a Prophet. You can easily go Roshan. Walls up from Radiant and the Dias. They are watching that movement around the Roshan pit. And in fact now counter-warding. That beauty of the gem. Doesn't want to get too close. Has that Invis rune looking in towards the middle. Clockwork Goblins here. 357's going to be really careful not to get caught out. We have our boys from Frog TV reconnect back into the game. And towards the bottom. Maybe a little bit of initiation. Frog is still saving that ulti for when it does happen. They're going to worry about this. Spectre's now moved up towards the top lane and getting himself some bit of farm. Or her. It is a her. And SA will come up to try and stop this. There's not a lot SA can do about it, but Prophet can help out. And they can do something about it. SA try to get himself into a position where he can block that one exit out of the Sprout. But that's that stay ability I'm telling you about. Spectre can move so damn fast. Extra movement speed, extra damage if he needs it. And can just run himself away from whatever they want to throw at him. Throw the Spectral Dagger, slow down your enemies. If I really need to. How, Barger? Eyes on the prize, man. Eyes on the prize. Prize being an arrow. You're not supposed to catch it. It's a simple thing like that where you lose a little bit of life. Yeah, you can see it too with the siege creep in the middle. Here, I'm still banking on that Spectre. See, now I'm even like having trouble with the last two. Damn you all to hell. Beastmaster getting some farm up on top. He's at 1400. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good for the Beastmaster. I'm gonna say 102 CS.